Getting customers in general is hard, especially in this day and age. But getting customers for construction companies is even harder, especially in more competitive areas. And what's worse is that more and more businesses are spending more money marketing because they're more desperate for customers. And because there's only a limited pool of customers, the more money that these businesses spend to acquire a customer increases the amount of money that you need to spend in order to acquire a customer. So getting customers is going to get even more expensive. So if the economy slows down even more, it's going to get probably even more expensive to get more customers. And unfortunately, a lot of construction companies are going to shut down. But the companies that knew how to get a ton of referrals and that knew how to establish a brand that basically gets customers on its own without any need for marketing are going to be the companies that are going to be extremely successful, and they won't need to fight with all these different companies to get a small pool of customers. Now, even if that scenario doesn't happen, it would still be a lot easier for these businesses that knew how to establish a brand and that knew how to get a lot of referrals to get leads and to get more customers than it would be for these businesses that are forced to use sites like Angie or Home Advisor in order to get leads. Now, everybody knows that referrals are the main driver of pretty much any business, honestly, especially construction businesses. And as you get more customers, of course, you will be getting more and more referrals, and eventually your referrals are going to be one of the main drivers of your business. It's going to be one of the main ways that you get leads. And you would also notice that a lot of these leads that you get through referrals are going to be a lot better leads, like they're going to be a lot higher in quality compared to all these different leads that you get through your marketing. Now, that's not to say that you should market your business, that you should only focus on getting referrals, because that's going to be a really slow process to get a lot of customers. Because if you're a smaller business and if you don't have enough customers right now, you would have to wait 5 to 10 years to grow solely based from referrals in order to get enough customers, in order to start getting enough referrals to basically be busy all year round and to start expanding, of course. So how can you actually get more referrals? Like, how can you get as many referrals as you possibly can? First, you need to understand that this process is going to be slow and painful, which is the reason why companies that actually go through all this stuff are going to be extremely successful. Every single person you interact with on a day-to-day basis when it comes to your business is going to have some effect when it comes to bringing you more referrals. Now, that doesn't mean that every single person you communicate with is going to get you a customer. Of course not. Getting customers is really, really difficult. But every single interaction that has a positive effect on somebody can lead to a referral down the line. But you need to understand that whoever interacts with you, whoever sees your business, understands exactly what it is that you do and where you do it. Of course, there are a lot of different important factors as well, like how well do you do it? Because if you do horrible work, it doesn't matter if everybody knows you and if everybody knows which areas you serve, that's not really going to help you get more customers. So even just having a small business card that properly explains these things and that you hand out to the right people is going to have an effect. But nowadays, the world is becoming more and more digitalized. Like, people spend a lot more time on the internet than they do interacting with people on a day-to-day basis. And honestly, it's really sad. But this doesn't mean that you shouldn't use this to your advantage. Like, you need to understand how you can position your business for this digital age in order to make sure that people hear about your business as well. Just having a website and a Google business profile means that people will be able to find you when they search for your business. Do you know how many businesses don't even have that stuff? You know how many businesses can't even be found on Google when people search for their name? Like, a lot of businesses, unfortunately. Now, when you interact with people, eventually people are going to have some questions about your business. And when somebody hears about your business, a lot of people are going to go to Google or they're going to go to Facebook and they will search for the name of your company. If they can't find your business there, they will probably just stop, even thinking about your business, and they will just move on to something else until they get maybe an advice about some different construction company and so on. So if they can't even find your company when they search for your business name, you're going to have a really difficult time getting more referrals. But if somebody goes to Google and they search for your company name and they find your website, they find your Google business profile, which has plenty of reviews, they go to your website and they see beautiful pictures of your work, They see all the services that you provide. They see all these locations that you serve. This definitely increases your chances by a large margin to get that customer, because right now they know a lot more about your company than they do about any of these other businesses, and they had somebody whom they trust refer this company to them. So just by having a nice small website and by having some basic SEO so that people can find you, you can largely increase your chances of getting more referrals. And this doesn't really take a long time to implement. Like, this is a few month-long process. You should also utilize social media pages. Like, so many businesses don't even post any pictures or any information on their social media pages. But just by having an Instagram page or having a Facebook page, or maybe even having a TikTok account or something where you basically record short reels of your work and you post small videos there. A lot of people, when they hear about your company, they will go to these social media pages as well. And when they search for your company and they see that you are actively working on different projects, that you do beautiful work, and of course they learn more information about your company as well, of course this increases your chances of getting that person as a customer. So why shouldn't you utilize these tools? Like, you can't use the excuse that you don't have enough time to implement these tools, because it's a really simple process. As you're working on a project, just take a few nice pictures and post them to your Facebook page and post a small update on what it is that you're actually working on. And this, of course, doesn't mean that if you apply these principles that you would immediately get hundreds of leads. Of course not. But if you apply these principles, this dramatically increases your chances of getting more referrals. And this doesn't mean that these tools are only going to help you get more referrals. Like, if you implement these tools properly, you'll be able to get your business in front of more people. So of course, you will be able to get more leads in general as well. So hopefully this does help you. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment. You can also go to my website. It's in the description of this video, of course. Fill out the contact form if you have any questions, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But that's it for this video. I really hope it's been helpful, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a nice day.